Welcome to this gorgeous West Aussie day. Today we're going to do some homebrew. Woohoo! Gonna brew a Vienna lager today, so come along. We'll try and make it a quick one. Cheers. So first things first, we'll collect our water. I like to double carbon filter my water here. Still just tap water, but I find that it does a much better job at just getting the chlorine and everything out. Doing a nice slow trickle. So yeah, we'll let this digiboil take time to fill up. And once we're at volume, we'll bring it up to temp and I'll bring you guys back. So we're at mash volume and we're just coming up to temperature of 67 degrees in our digiboil right now. So I've got weighed out our 1 gram of magnesium and 3.6 grams of gypsum. So we can add that now. I'll give that a good stir through and that should get us ready to have our water perfect for mash in. So we'll come back when we're about at that point. So we've reached 67 degrees in the old digiboil, which is our mashing temp. So I'll get this transferred over to our mash tun and we'll start mashing in. Alright, so water's at temp, it's in our mash tun. Let's get these grains in there. Oh, water smells amazing. Malted wheat and barley. Yum yum yum. So we want to gradually just tip this in and be stirring as we go. Get all those lovely grains in there without getting too many mash balls or dough balls, as we often referred to. Get a bit of hold on that. Stirring. Keep stirring it in as we go. Up out of the corner there. Now we've got a good hold. Get the rest of these grains all in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Rolling. Do one more quick last stir just to make sure no dough balls. Everything's all stirred up. And that is our grist. We will let that sit and mash in our mash tun for 90 minutes. Once that's done, we'll get the glorious golden goodness out and we'll start our boil. I'll get you guys on the other side. So we've mashed for 90 minutes. Now I'm going to velour a couple of times and then we'll collect our nice juicy, tasty, sweet wort that we've had all the enzymes creating over the last 90 minutes. Then we'll do a mash out for 20 minutes and then we'll be on to our boil. So what we'll do is we'll just do a little bit of a drain into this jug here. And this will just help us solidify the grain bed. So we'll just do this a couple of times. We'll just take a little bit out. We'll just pour it back on top. We'll just do this a few times. This is called velouring. And this will just make sure we've got a nice tight grain bed. We're just going to filter the grains out nice and evenly. You can see the colour on that already. It's definitely going to be a darker lager. That's great. I love Vienna lager for that reason. Nice and crisp still, but you get all those nice caramel notes as you go. Alright. So I'm going to velour a couple more times and then I'll bring you back when we're collecting our nice sweet wort. Alright, so we've done our velouring. I've taken my grain bag and I've tied it around our spigot so that we can catch any stray grains that might come through. That'll help reduce DMS, any tannins and stuff coming through. So we'll start a nice slow drain just so our grain bed can really do its work and we don't want too much aeration getting in at this stage. That's now, as you can see, just gradually making its way out. So that's our nice sweet wort from our initial mash coming through. We'll get all this drained out nicely. We'll start heating it up. We'll throw in our mash out. So I've got mash out water or lauter water heating inside. Once this is nice and drained and ready to go and start getting to temp, we'll pour in our mash out water. We'll do a final mash out for 20 minutes. We'll collect that, we'll add all that, and then we'll start our 90-minute boil. Alright, let me go get our mash out water. Alright, so we've collected our nice sweet initial wort. Now we've got some water heated up to about 76, 77 degrees. We can commence our mash out and collect the last of them tasty sugars. We'll just pour this in nice and evenly. Maintain that juicy grain bed. Make sure all the grains get a nice even coating of water. We'll seal that up. And we'll leave it for another 20 minutes. We'll drain that off and then we'll have all of our nice sweet wort to commence our boil. I'll catch you back when we're at that stage. So we've mashed out, we've collected all our tasty sweet wort from all those juicy malty grains. We're now at a rolling boil, so we have now set our timer at 90 minutes. We will start our timer, pudding, and I'll see you in about 30 minutes when we make our first hop addition. Alright, welcome back. So we're at the 30-minute mark. We are 30 minutes into our boil, we've got 60 minutes left, so it's time to add this 40 grams of tasty smelling Hallertau hops. That's 40 grams in. I'll give that a nice stir up and we'll leave it for another 60 minutes and then we'll add our 15-minute additions. I'll catch you back at that point. So we're at the 15-minute mark in our boil, so we'll add the rest of our Hallertau hops, so 15 grams of Hallertau. This is a nice aroma addition. And then we'll add our one Well Flock tablet. We'll give that a good stir in and then we'll see you again at the end of the boil. So we've completed our boil and I've let it cool down to 80 degrees. I'm about to turn it off, but first I'm going to add the secret ingredient for this Vienna lager. All of our freshly picked homegrown hops that we literally picked a day ago. I'm going to put them all in. All in, sweet. I'm going to put them all in and I'm going to whirlpool this for a bit. And then once they're all infused and she's cooled down, we'll pitch it into the fermenter. I've got a nice yeast cake from Diamond Lager that I've just done with an IPL, so I'll keg that beer. We'll get this one cooled down and we'll get it in there on top of that, and we'll make ourselves a nice Vienna lager that's been hit with some nice fresh homegrown wet hops. Wet hop Vienna lager. Yum yum. Alright, well that'll do about the end of this boil. I'll catch up with you guys when I'm doing my next update. Cheers.